Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gold Nugget, JAW_success. This is your first time to the channel. Let me welcome you. If you have already subscribed, let me thank you for joining me on this growth path. Today, my nugget is start again. Sometimes we hit a brick wall. Sometimes we hit a rough spot, and it's as if it knocks us off our perch. It knocks us off our stride and we cannot continue. But life is not about not failing. It's about recovering from failure. How do we recover from those times when we set out on a journey and we start doing everything possible, and then here comes a mountain, here comes a precipice, here comes a brick wall? It's as if you're stuck between a rock and a hard place and you don't know exactly what to do. I am saying to you, start again. Go right back to the beginning if that is the case. Adjust your stride and move again, because it's all about knowing that the end product or the goal is what you set out to accomplish. One of the things that I realize from being in this time of social distancing and lockdown from the coronavirus is that it put you in a position where your regular flow is disturbed, and how you normally go about doing things, you have to alter how it is. But when you have a goal in mind, it doesn't mean that everything is going to work out perfectly. There are times that is going to come where you end up with, in writing or in being an author, you end up with a writer's block. And it's as if no idea is coming, nothing is giving you the kind of motivation that you need to do what you need to do. But even in this period of time, I'm saying to you, start all over. Go back to the beginning. Rekindle the flame of why you started in the first place. Why did you set out to accomplish what you set out to? Reevaluate. Look at, the joy, the pleasure that you would derive from going to the distance and start all over again. Now, I'm not a psychologist, but I realize that one of the things that can happen to an individual in chasing their dream is depression. How do we handle depression? How do we handle those times when we feel like we are at the bottom of the pile? Depression attacks various things about your mind, your mental state. It shows you that you're not good enough. It tells you that you're not good enough. It tells you that others are better than you. And especially when you look at, the success of others, and you compare yourself with them and you see yourself as just a failure, depression can set in. When you look at yourself and your self-esteem, as it were, is under the ground. How do you recover from those moments to start doing the things that you need to do? I'm saying fall in love again. Fall in love with what you set out to do. Look at it. Now, some years ago, I was reading this article, not remembering exactly what it is, if it was something from the Bible or something from another thought, that says, when your dream and your goal is bigger than you, there are times you are going to feel depressed doing it. There are times you're going to feel like there is no support system, there's no help from anywhere. But that's when you need to dig deeper on the inside, search deeper, and say to yourself that this is not for me only, this is not for my pleasure alone. It is to ensure that others grow, others increase, others learn, others improve. Because when you have selfish dreams and selfish vision, it's easy right? To be internally focused. It's easy to just look at yourself. But when your vision is bigger than you, and you can find motivation in others, and this means starting over. This means looking at why you started in the first place. Now, one of the things that you will realize in starting again is that it gives you a re-evaluation of your focus. And sometimes you get to see that why you started doing what you were doing, it's because it was selfish in the first place. And oftentimes we lose our drive. I guess this is the jilt, or the zenith of this nugget, is that we lose our drive and we are not able to pick ourselves up out of the ground, out of the rust, out of the dust, when our motive for doing something is selfish, it is self-centered. Because vision, right? Vision for greatness is not something that is internal, it is something that beckons to you, it is something that calls you, right? It's not something on the inside, it's something that calls you from a higher place. And so you have to rise to it. In one of the nugget I did before, I said there are some individuals who they keep looking down for so long that all they see is stones, and they just see the ground. They only see their feet on the ground. But when you fall on your back, sometimes it gives you that opportunity to look up and to see higher.